welcome once again to AutoToday. Before we start telling you all about the Vision Iron which you see here, let me remind you to hit that subscribe button and press that bell icon because it's Auto Expo time and you don't want to miss out on any action. Now, this is the star of the Skoda stall. This is the car which is going to revive Skoda, that is going to give Skoda a new lease of life. And it's not surprising that they've suddenly realized that SUVs are the thing which sell in India, and that's something which they should have in their portfolio, and a compact SUV at that. So when you look at this car, it's based on the same platform which the Volkswagen Tiguan is based on. It's the MQB A0 in platform which are spawning these cars and gives it a lot more options, a lot more chances of change, and a lot more things to offer. Coming to the car, this looks really smashing. Now you can see the front end, this big grille, and this is the new Skoda design philosophy. So what you see in the front are lit up logos. The grille is also lit up. Now this is a concept, this is not the production car, so all these things will be omitted from the production version. We also like the two-tire grille, the headlamp system which you see there. It's a signature Skoda item, and much like the Tiguan, which is also based on the same platform, you see these blacked out panels. Skoda call it India ready, so you know what we say. And overall this car looks really smashing. We expect the overall look to remain the same, but when it comes into production, there will be a lot of things which will be taken away. Few of them will be the lights on the logo and the lights on the grille. The front was interesting. The profile of this particular car is also interesting. The light theme which you see on the front end of the car has also been carried out here. So the Skoda logo out here is lit, and we also have LEDs on the mirrors. They look really smashing. The other interesting factor about this car are these door handles. Now as you can see, they will pop out and you can use it like that. And the thing is that these are all concepts, so expect the production car to not have them. So these are something which are very special. Apart from that, the same door handle effect is happening here. If you press the button, it will come out. There you go, and yeah, it comes out like that. Apart from that, when you move back, there's a lot of LED treatment out here. You can see the tail lights are all LEDs, and I like the crystalline effect which they've used all through the cars. So the same LED effect is at the back, and I particularly like the Skoda logo lit up at the back. It gives it a nice identity, and it's unmistakably a Skoda when you are trailing it. So let's have a look at the rear end, and then we will step inside because that's a really interesting place to be. So here we go. The rear end of the Vision IN is also as smashing as the front end of the car. There's a lot of light and shade treatment out here. You can see this big Skoda logo out here. It's all lit up in the concept version. There's also a nice big LED patch out here, and I like these tail lights. These crystalline effects give it such a nice look on the go. And they were driving up the car on the show, and it looked really smashing. So that's something which is really to look forward to. But unfortunately, as I told you, these are very expensive and fancy materials. So these are not going to be taken into the production car, I think so. But if they do, I would love it. So here we are. This is the Vision inside, and this is not exactly a fully running driving car. So we are not supposed to be inside the car. That's what the guys out here tell you. The security is huge. But let me take you through the car. The interiors of the Vision IN is far more futuristic than the Tiguan which we showed you some time back. And as you can see, it's all floating designs, and the textures are so beautiful. The color treatment matches with the exterior of the car, and overall I love the treatment of the interiors. You must have a look at these buttons which you see here. I hope you can see it here. These are the control elements of the climate control system, and this is where the car will be operated through. That little thing out there is the gear lever. So this particular one is automatic. So you can see it's not that stick shift which we generally see. Apart from that, it's a nice big floating infotainment system that looks really nice. And well, India loves these little designer items on the dashboard, so I guess a little bit of crystalline effect here. Now the other thing which is very interesting is the steering wheel. Now you can see it's a very different kind of steering wheel. It got these toggle buttons out here. These operate the various functions on the infotainment system, and overall they look really nice. Just have a look at the car. The textures and the color treatment is very different, and I can assure you this is a concept. None of this is coming into the production version. It will be much more toned down, and overall the car will look a lot more feasible price wise. So that was about it. We are already tired by seeing a lot of these cars, and there's a lot to come over the next few days. So before we end, do remember to subscribe to the AutoToday YouTube channel and press that bell icon so that you stay notified all about the expo.